keeping a course grounded, practical, and professional means that you have the structure and the way of working that ensures everyone learns in a learning style that suits them. So that's really important to start. But when you're dealing with spiritual topics or transformation or anything where you're working deeply on yourself, your spirit, your psyche, things are going to come up. Like old traumas will come up, challenges will come up to the ego, old fractures will emerge. And we call these fractures shadows. They're the parts of us that are weird or unaccepted or we don't like about ourselves. And these are often very uncomfortable. So when you're in a group of people training to do this kind of work, you are inevitably going to come across fractures within people. And so in the training that, I offer and that the school that I'm in and that I've co-founded offers, we aim to have small enough classes where when things come up, there's a really beautiful heart-centered group of people that are all in the same thinking, the same mind, the same way of working. And we don't let anyone in our school that's competitive or, undesirable or anyone that doesn't feel like they're part of a beautiful healing community and group. So we really make sure that the student body is connected and, community oriented. And we make sure that we coach live in the sessions. So in the spiritual coaching classes, we're live coaching. I am actually helping people work through their fractures, being witnessed by a group of people that are heart-centered and knowing when to challenge someone out of their comfort zone enough to get the healing and evolution, but not so much that they fray at the edges. So that comes down to really intelligent teaching. It comes down to reading the field of energy and being intuitive enough to know where to stop and start with people. So the classes are very dynamic. They're very live. They're very grounded. And every single thing we teach comes back to how that works in your everyday life. So when we teach these concepts, we look at confidence issues, low self-esteem. We look at burnout. We look at toxic relationships. We look at getting sick or ill. We look at trauma, events that have worried us. We look at everything in an everyday life situation of what is keeping people awake at 3 a.m. in the morning and how can we apply one of those coaching tools to move past that challenge. So it's grounded because we're talking about real life stuff. It's spiritual because we're applying spiritual principles that take you out of your fractured state. And the environment and community and the teaching is such that no one is made to feel less than if something comes up. And in fact, it ends up being the most incredible learning space to not only evolve yourself, but then start to open yourself up to the community of love and connection that can flow through in every moment. And I don't think I've ever had anyone in the class that has said they didn't feel comfortable in a class. And there's a lot of people that have graduated through our classes.